The report. Noah sat among the books at the library and thought about his group project. They had to turn it in soon, but he hadn't even started his part. Liam and Emma were in his group. They had worked hard. They were also very smart, and Noah didn't want them to get a bad grade. Liam did the report. He wrote a lot of very good sentences and described things with great adjectives. Emma drew a nice map of the stars. Now, Noah needed to do his part of the project. Well, I suppose I need to start my model, Noah thought. Making a model of a planet was really hard. Noah tried to read several books, but he couldn't comprehend any of the charts. "We're going to fail because of me," Noah said. He put his head down on the table and said, "I wish I could see a planet, instead of having to read about it." Suddenly, there was a bright light. Noah was pulled from his chair, through the roof, and right into a strange ship. "Hello, kid," said an alien. "Did you ask for help?" Noah told the friendly alien all about his project. The alien agreed to help Noah solve his problem. "First, we'll fly through space to view the universe, then, I can help you make a model of my planet." Soon, they were going through the clouds. They passed the moon. Then they viewed Mars. Noah was very excited. Instead of a bad grade, his group would have the best project ever. "It's time to go home," the alien finally said. On the way back, he helped Noah make a model of the planet Mars. Soon, they were on Earth. "Thanks," Noah said. "My model will be awesome." Then he took his model and said goodbye to his new friend. There are approximately 171,500 words used in the English language, and this is a very huge number and requires a lot of time and effort to study. However, by around 3,000 words you can understand 90% of everyday conversations. Focusing on these common words, you can understand 90% of everyday English conversations, English newspaper and magazine articles, and the English used in the workplace. So don't waste your time trying to save a huge collection with a little benefit. This Common Words Through Short Stories course will focus on common words in the English language, and when you can use all of these words with confidence, your English vocabulary will be fully functional. Among. Among. 1. In, into, or through the midst of, in association or connection with, surrounded by, he was among friends. 2. With a share for each of, divide the candy among you. Among the blind the one-eyed man is king. Alternative medicines are now winning greater acceptance among doctors. Shakespeare is a giant among writers. Library. Library. 1. A building or place that houses a collection of books and other materials. 2. A collection of literary documents or records kept for reference or borrowing. There are different categories of books in the library. We don't tolerate smoking in the library. The professor donated his books to the library. Grade. Grade. 1. A body of students who are taught together. 2. A score or mark given to someone's work. 3. The height of the ground on which something stands. Grade A potatoes are the best in quality. Children will learn to multiply in the 2nd grade. Pupils with 90% or more are awarded Grade A. Report. Report. 1. A written document describing the findings of some individual or group. 2. A short account of the news. 3. The act of informing by verbal report. The report ended on a positive note. The report is a brilliant condensation of several years' work. All visitors must report to reception. Describe. Describe. 1. Give a description of. 2. To give an account or representation of in words. 3. Make a mark or lines on a surface. Describe how you did it. The police asked her to describe the 2 men. Words cannot describe the beauty of the scene. Suppose. Suppose. 1. Express a supposition. 2. To believe especially on uncertain or tentative grounds. 3. Take for granted or as a given, suppose beforehand. I suppose you think that's funny, do you? What do you suppose you will do after school? I don't suppose for a minute that he'll agree. Planet. Planet. 1. Any celestial body, other than comets or satellites, that revolves around a star. 2. A person who follows or serves another. Mars is sometimes called the red planet because of its distinctive color. The planet Venus is enshrouded in thick clouds. Early astronomers thought that our planet was the center of the universe. Several. Several. Used with count nouns, of an indefinite number more than 2 or 3 but not many. Children here walk several miles to school. We should buy several articles at the shop. Several villages have been isolated by the heavy snowfall. Comprehend. Comprehend. 1. Get the meaning of something. 2. To become aware of through the senses. She cannot comprehend the extent of the disaster. I failed to comprehend their attitude. The child read the story but did not comprehend its meaning. Charts. Charts. 1. A systematic non-narrative presentation of data. 2. A written deed, a charter. It's been number 1 in the charts for 6 weeks. She decides to use charts and diagrams to illustrate. You can reduce long explanations to simple charts or diagrams. Fail. Fail. 1. Fail to do something, leave something undone. 2. Disappoint, prove undependable to, abandon. 3. Stop operating or functioning. 4. Get worse. Failing to plan is planning to fail. A man can fail many times, but he isn't a failure until he begins to blame somebody else. Whether you fail or fly, at least you tried. Instead. Instead. 1. In place of, or as an alternative to. 2. On the contrary. Let's reason the matter out instead of quarreling. Focus on small goals instead of big ones. You probably picked up my keys instead of yours. Suddenly. Suddenly. 1. Happening unexpectedly. 2. Quickly and without warning. 3. On impulse, without premeditation. The temperature suddenly dropped to 0. I suddenly realized that there was someone following me. The lamp suddenly went out, leaving us in darkness. Alien. Alien. 1. A person who comes from a foreign country, someone who does not owe allegiance to your country. 2. Anyone who does not belong in the environment in which they are found. 3. A form of life assumed to exist outside the Earth or its atmosphere. It is alien to the school discipline. You shouldn't expect immigrants to assimilate into an alien culture immediately. When I first went to New York, it all felt very alien to me. Friendly. Friendly. 1. Characteristic of or befitting a friend. 2. Favorably disposed, not antagonistic or hostile. 3. Easy to understand or use. We had a friendly match with them. The children here are quite friendly with one another. Friendly contacts between different peoples facilitate the cultural and economic interchange. Solve. Solve. 1. Find the solution to a problem or question, or understand the meaning of. 2. Find the solution. 3. Settle, as of a debt. You can't solve anything by just running away. I can't solve her problems for her, she'll have to work out her own salvation. They suffer from the illusion that they cannot solve their problems. View. View. 1. The visual percept of a region. 2. The act of looking or seeing or observing. 3. The range of interest or activity that can be anticipated. 4. Outward appearance. What's your view on the subject? The view of lake and plunging cliff seduces visitors. She takes a basically conservative view of society. Universe. Universe. 1. Everything that exists in the cosmos, including time and space itself. 2. Everything stated or assumed in a given discussion. We still don't know how many galaxies there are in the universe. You are not in charge of the universe, you are in charge of yourself. There's only one corner of the universe you can be sure of improving, and that's your own self. Cloud. Cloud. 1. A visible mass of water or ice particles suspended at a considerable altitude. 2. Out of touch with reality. 3. A cause of worry or gloom or trouble. for suspicion affecting your reputation. Rain comes after sunshine, and after a dark cloud, a clear sky. The chimney emitted a cloud of smoke. They saw first a cloud of dust and then the car that was stirring it up. Ever. Ever. 1. At any time. 2. At all times, all the time and on every occasion. 3. Intensifier for adjectives, very. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. Some of the best lessons we ever learn from our mistakes and failures. The error of the past is the wisdom and success of the future. Lost wealth can be replaced by industry, lost knowledge by study, lost health by temperance or medicine, but lost time is gone forever. Only those who have the patience to do simple things perfectly ever acquire the skill to do difficult things easily.